Hello, hello, hello. Checking in, checking in. It's a crazy, 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 crazy episode, man. What's going on? What's going on, everybody? I see you joining in. We got a special guest coming in from the OWN Network in a few minutes. Hey, One Fine Sister. One Fine Zeta, that's what's up. That's how you doing, man. Man, tonight's episode was crazy. I'll talk about it a little bit. Thank you for the hat, love. Yeah, this is actually one of those Keith James hats, man. Real good brother brand, an amazing brand, and I like to support us, man. So for sure. But yeah, crazy episode tonight. Love to see what y'all think about it. I see a couple requests coming in. I got one guest I got to get on, and then after that, we'll go from there. So y'all feel free to go ahead and ask a couple questions. Let me see if she's waiting. I'm gonna give you a quick hint. It is a she, and she's on an OWN network, and she's got some great input. Great question. Why weren't me and Joy holding hands? The episode, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. It was a long day of shooting. It was from I said we need to pull up on Denise. Nobody needs to pull up on Denise, man. Denise is family. We all make our decisions, and at the end of the day, in those moments, I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't understand at all why she would do that, but I'm sure she had a reason. But to me, Joy had the biggest loss of her life at that point. And at the end of the day, everybody wants to know. I'm sorry, I can't even answer this question. Everybody wants to know if we're together or not. You got to find out to the next episode. I'll give a couple little small hints, and if you've been on my IG and you've seen my stories, there's a couple little small hints in there. But it's been one of those where this episode itself, I didn't understand her actions. I understand that she was saying that she was trying to, I guess, channel her inner joy and speak through. But at the end of the day, I don't think it was the right timing at all. Timing is everything, and Joy had just lost. What's up, Jay? Asking me if me and Joy together. I don't know. You tell me. But it was just the wrong time. I think Denise is a beautiful person. She was a good friend of mine on the show. But at that point, I just wasn't feeling it. Joy was dealing with the biggest loss of her life. If y'all saw my eyes, I was crying like a baby because my friend had gone through something that I didn't know how to help and how to be there for, but really just wanted to show up and almost kind of protect her a little bit. I mean, you got to realize she just lost her sister. She's 2.5 hours away from an airport. So not only does she have to leave and pack all of her things, but at the same exact time, she has a 2.5 hour drive to the airport to then get to her family and then deal with her parent. Her parents on dealing with the loss. So, at that point, I mean, she had a million things going through her head and none of us know how to react. And she would have never had the time to draft a message. I was with her, as you guys saw, from the time that she found out about her sister passing to the time that she left, helping her pack her things and all that type of stuff, man. And so what she was going through, I didn't feel like it was the time to craft a message for her to articulate her feelings. So, but that being said, I'm gonna answer a couple of questions, man. I just want to get on live real quick. I've had a bunch of questions on my IG, and everybody wants to know whether we are together or not. I can't answer that. Joy did side-eye me. No, it was some heat on that couch, for real, for real. There was a lot of things that I hadn't seen. I hadn't seen her interactions with Edwin. And then, hold on a second. I think our guest is ready. Let me see. There were some interactions that I hadn't seen. All right. We've got somebody coming to the stage. This young lady is absolutely amazing. A queen, and it's not just in her IG live, or in her IG, name, but she's a true queen from the South. And has an amazing personality, and you may have seen her on OWN. Hold on just a moment. We're going to lock her in. Drum roll, drum roll, drum roll. Yo!
What, boy?
Look.
That episode.
Look. And we don't see the show before it airs.
Right, of course.
And a reunion, I don't know about y'all's, but we taped, I think we got there at 12. We didn't leave there till midnight. So I'm talking about hungry. I'm talking about like, aggravated because, my family was at home putting up the Christmas tree in my house and we were doing it at my house for the first time ever. And so my kids and my parents downstairs, I'm like, man, I'm missing my family time, man. I got a month of my life already. I'm in my emotions. I'm in my, what they call emo.
Exactly.
Look,
Right.
look, by the time they got to the end, I was like, man, I'm gone. I think I probably snatched the mic off and was like, I'm out. I think I was in my
Right.
car shifting on.
See, nah, ours wasn't that long. Y'all have a whole lot more people on y'all cast, so I know y'all's was long because of that. But no, ours wasn't the heavy. Hey, y'all, what's going on, sir? Hold on. First of all, I have questions. Okay.
Wait. We got to give backstory. Y'all, this is the first time we've ever talked in real life.
Ever.
We've never talked on the phone. We've never had IG. We're friends on IG, but I saw you in Hollywood on the show, and I respect him, and I respect you. And I was like, man, who else can I do a live with tonight?
Right.
But the queen herself. You know what I mean?
I mean, hello.
Go ahead. You was about to get on me. Go ahead. I saw the look in your eye. You had the little look right here. Go ahead.
Because I am a little perplexed. Okay.
When a woman does this, when she does this, that's a problem. Okay, go ahead. And I know you're an analytical mind, so I'm in trouble right now. Let me.
Dang, I'm not gonna do you too bad. I just did you really think that all of that stuff with Wynter, Joy, and Symone wasn't gonna come out?
First of all, I was very open and honest about everything.
Okay.
Facts. That's just me in my real life.
Yeah.
All the women that I was attracted to on the show were very educated women, right?
Of course.
So they ain't gonna fall for no okie doke. They're mature women. They're mature in their careers and in their processes. And so the way that they analyze information, I guess what you would call them sapiosexual, right? It's the mind. It's that thought process that's the turn on for me. And so at the end of the day, I was open and honest. Now, I understand when feelings get involved I promise you 100%. I stand 10 toes down on that as a man.
But it didn't seem like everybody was privy to the Symone portion of that puzzle until the reunion.
Simone's a girl. So how much of this is no.
I'm just going by the reunion. I'm not partial. Listen.
No.
I'm just going by the reunion.
So from day one, my choices, because they tell you, okay, you have to have who your choices are. You have to have a number one, number two, number three. And so immediately when I walked up, and Wynter was aware of this. I don't think I had the conversation with Joy. When I walked up to the first person I saw, she was rocking a pink dress, hair was blowing, all the above. I was like, oh, shorty fly, right?
Hey.
First conversation, though, Symone told me the truth. She came up. I was talking to Wynter. Me and Wynter were having an in-depth conversation. Wynter, which I don't know, a lot of people don't know this, Wynter was a pastor. And so the conversation me and Wynter had, we were talking about legacy. We were talking about, roles in the household. We got deep quick. When you of a certain age, you get deep because it ain't no.
Was that deep when she was in your room at 3 a.m?
Covering the first part of what you asked me. So,
my bad. My bad. I'm moving ahead. Go ahead.
Those were some of the conversations. Like we would have these deep intellectual conversations. A lot of it was about spirituality. And so it really, like when we were having a conversation and then Symone walked up and she was like, hey, you have a family emergency. I really thought that there was a family emergency.
Yeah.
And so I walked off. I'm thinking somebody didn't die. My parents are older, this and that. I'm thinking, the worst came to my mind. And plus I'm 7.
Yeah.
So then when she got in, I was like, okay, that's a boss move. But in my head, I was like, your first opportunity to talk to me was not telling me the truth.
Yeah.
Big on that.
Come on now. First of all, you got to get.
That's big with me.
I understand the truth, but I think, maybe what she said might not have been, but that still should have been a little flattering that she went to that extreme to pull you away.
And I told her that. I appreciate the fact she pulled me away.
Did
it. I think her intentions, but the delivery. It was always intention versus delivery. And that's on the episode with Wynter and even with Joy, it was like, I get it, but your delivery wasn't cool. Right. And so for me, I respected the fact she came over. I was like, oh, man, she baddie. And she came over and hollered at me. Oh, that's what's up. I'm about to keep this shirt. It must be looking good on me or something. You know what I'm saying? But once we got into our conversation, it was odd like that. And so I don't have any beef with Symone. I think she's a beautiful woman. She's extremely intelligent, which is my thing. You know what I mean? So she's like the triple threat. But when it came down to our conversation, what David say, the conversation was trash. Now, I'm saying David's my guy, but
Yeah.
we didn't vibe on the conversation, and so she was in my top three, 100%.
Yeah.
But when it came to the conversation and the things that I saw as what I want in a mate, and being able, I have a daughter, I have a son. So what are those skills that we can maybe co-parent well together and really get to the next level? That but that doesn't mean anything that I have any beef with her. It just, I didn't see what I needed to move forward from there. So once the thing happened with the Joy drama and all that type of stuff, keep it pushing, man. It just wasn't for me.
No, I get that. So the conversation that they showed, like the never before seen footage at the pool when you was telling she was in your top and all of that, did that happen before?
Sometimes what's shown isn't necessarily right.
True.
And
yeah.
Very early on, and I can't remember exactly when. I was there for almost a month, man. So and every night kind of turned into the next night because you literally aren't on campus at all, right? Yeah. So but yeah. Go ahead. You hit me with the hot stuff. Go ahead. Y'all jump into
Okay, so my next question, because now necessarily not for the reunion, but when I watched this on the show, I was like, I know he lying. I know he is lying. Yes, you.
Come on with it. What you thought I was lying about? Let's go.
No, not lying, but I'm just saying, I know you ain't serious when this girl, you was like, I'm gonna give you what you want. Looking all in her eyes. And people think you about to do a lip lock, tongue her down, and you kiss this girl on her cheek. Jay.
Look.
Why?
That is a diss. I think Wynter is an amazing woman. Absolutely. But
I do too. She's beautiful.
That I am. Have you met Wynter?
I have not.
Okay.
But she seems to be really, really nice.
Sweet. And the spiritual vibe, like, a woman that knows the Lord and you can quote scripture and we can talk about the word, you got me. But you have to realize I'd also just kissed Joy. And I wasn't about to lip lock with anybody else. I'm just not that type of dude.
Look at you. You're a saved lip locker. I like that.
These lips, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just can't turn up on everybody. You know what I'm saying? Not that Wynter is just everybody.
It's all the ladies.
Yeah, you can't just, you can't be out here doing that. Come on, not in these streets. So that was a big piece of it. And even though it was a romantic setting and all that stuff, we had vibes that were dope, but that was just how it felt. Like it was beautiful. It was a nice experience, all the above, but it just really wasn't, I wasn't about to do it. And to me, that would have been almost like disrespecting the connection that I'd already, because every day you spend more time with another person, the more time you spend with somebody, the more connection you get with somebody. You know that. I call you out, but I mean, you had a little something.
Hello. You are in the hot seat. This ain't got nothing to do with the kid.
My seat. Hush it up. The warmer's on yours. It's wintertime outside. You know what I'm saying?
Hello. Focus.
Say that you develop connections the more time you spend with somebody. I think that's just natural. Yeah. And it was different spending time with one woman one day, and then literally I walk out from spending time with Joy, and then like, oh, okay, you need to go kick it with Wynter real quick. I'm like, can I just digest what whatever this was, and then it's different.
Yeah. No, I understand. I totally understand it, but why did you have to make that little speech in front of it, like you was gonna give her what she wanted? You know what the girl wanted?
It was a kiss. I gave her a kiss. Yes, I gave a kiss.
I'm about to throw everything at you right now. I'm throwing everything at you. No.
Look, I think Wynter, like the two women that I were most attracted to on the show are both amazing. I'm at that age where I'm looking to get married at a certain point. So
right. What? No, I'm saying you see what you started. All of the stuff in these comments, you see what you started.
Look. Everybody's gonna have everybody's gonna have their opinion, man. But they're both amazing women, though. So somebody said, "Is that Joy behind you?" No, that ain't Joy behind me. That's my window.
Let me see something.
Look, you gotta wait to the next. Wait to the next episode. They left it lingering. Yeah.
We want to know. Y'all was just like on the.
We've left a couple of clues in our story, so if you've been paying attention, there's been some little, what do they call them? What's little things where they leave a little clue somewhere and you got to find it?
Little breadcrumbs.
Yeah, and little breadcrumbs. Some little breadcrumbs, man. So what else you got for my hot seat? And then we're gonna get to the viewers' hot seat, because this is
okay. Yes. So the last question that I do have is why I understand y'all connection. You and Joy's connection looks like it was something genuine and fire. But what like really was your motivation? Like, why did you decide to leave the show?
It was time to go. Like, I mean, to
Mhm.
hear, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I get emotional when I think about it.
Yeah.
To even just on a plutonic level, let's get past any of the romance and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Somebody that you spent the last 20 something days with, okay?
Hmm.
They have the biggest loss of their life, and you're there, and you get a chance to hold that person when they're crying,
Yeah.
going through all that. And I don't want to put all of her stuff out there because that's private moments with her family.
Of course.
But going through what I saw her go through, I don't think any human that cares for somebody
Hmm.
could move forward and be like, "Oh, hey, what's up, Wynter? Are we cool? We can," you
Yeah.
know. I'm just not that type of guy. I'm a very passionate man. Whatever I'm doing, I'm fully in. I'm a Capricorn, so I'm in it when I'm in it. And if I'm not in it, I'm not in it. But if I'm in a relationship, if I'm in a friendship, even in real estate, I'm passionate about
Mhm.
what I do. There aren't any other backup options or backup plans, regardless of what it is. I can imagine myself being there the next day and not being in support of what her and her family were going through. I just couldn't
Yeah.
imagine. And so honestly, I had packed my bags, and that the scene with Wynter. So when she was talking about that, I was like, "What are you talking about?" Because I didn't tell anybody I was leaving. I told the producers I was leaving that night.
Yeah.
In my room, and we were having some conversations. I literally had packed my bags and hid my bags back where I had to store them, so that
Oh
I didn't,
wow.
because it was a decision that I was making, and I didn't want to influence
Hmm.
anybody else's decision. And so I literally, thank you for the happy belated birthday shout out. But I did not want to influence anybody else's decision or
Hmm.
make that something that was a topic for people to talk about, because at the end of the day, this is a decision I made for me and to support my friend.
Yeah.
And that is all the decision was made up. So I talked to the two producers, because I was like, look, I think it's time for me to bounce. I had a great conversation with them. They helped me process the moment.
Yeah.
I have no control. I don't have my car outside. I can't just jump on a plane. And so it's literally going through them to say, hey, I need to book a flight back home. Here's where I am. I understand you guys have a show that you're trying to do. I'm here to service that. But at the same time, my number one priority is to support my friend.
Yeah.
And at that moment, that's what that was. So, and I know some of the guys was like, shoot, he gone. That means one of us stays. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
Joy's vibe was so powerful that not only I left, but also Edwin left. So then
Yeah.
you had what? At that time, you had 5 guys.
Yeah.
3 people left. So when me and Edwin left, the rest of them was like, bye. You know?
Right. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, but no, but that speaks a lot about her though too, to her, just her being
yeah,
that two guys could feel that strongly about it in her situation
yeah.
to exit
And even
their pursuit.
as the guys, I mean, yeah, I think about it. So I was cool with Edwin. I was cool with Anthony. Uh,
Hmm.
cool with California. All the guys were all cool. And a lot of those guys had Joy in their number one. Uh,
Mm.
I didn't realize California until me and him did a live the other day. I was like, oh, you was gunning for it too? Okay. But I knew Edwin and I knew Anthony.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah.
well, not as much on Anthony, but we would talk to each other, and I was like, man, I would talk to Edwin about, hey, here's how you can communicate better with Joy or whatever the case is. And the
Yeah,
type of rivalry type of situation, it was really like, man, I want everybody to find that best connection for them. And even if it's
yeah,
me, I'll go home and live a good life and find what God has for me. But at the end of the day, it really wasn't that type of competitive vibe like that. Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh,
So
well, that makes sense.
I know this is my hot
I
seat.
think we're frozen.
No, 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 no. I'm not frozen. I'm good. I'm good. See, I'm good.
I'm frozen.
No, 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 no. I can see your earrings moving. I can see your. So look, at the end of the day, I got a question for you, and this is gonna be an easy one. I know you get the same question. Shout out to Hollywood if he's in around. If he's not, whatever. My question for you is,
Hmm.
what if your season was done
Hmm.
the way our season was when being on one campus?
You talking about like the couples and the singles?
Yeah, man, because that's what I had to do. I had to
Baby,
somebody I was dating and then walk out to see somebody else, or even with Anthony, I'm walking out, I said, yeah, come on.
that's different though, sir. That is so different. I'm gonna tell you how it's different. Okay? Because number one, it would
Side
have been a fight.
guest house. That's what I'm talking about.
What?
I'm talking about your side piece in the guest house. That's what I'm talking about.
First of all, listen. Okay, so listen, I had no side pieces. I had dates. Okay, yeah, spit that up. All right. But what I'm saying,
I
yeah,
felt
that would have been crazy.
like a side piece. I'm just saying.
Huh?
I'm saying my brother felt like a side piece. That's what he felt like a little bit.
Oh, no, he didn't.
Oh.
It was a date. Okay, and that's all it was. All I'm saying is,
Hmm.
yeah, that one would have been a lot more, I think, messy.
Okay.
Like a lot messy. Because I'm gonna tell you why. Because for our format, we would go on a dates and Hollywood wouldn't get to see my dates
Right.
until he watched the show.
Right.
The thing is, can you imagine how awkward that is? You're on a date. Can you imagine that pineapple episode with Hollywood actually watching our date?
Yeah, it would have been
No,
yeah.
it would have been everywhere. Everything. It would have been crazy. And see, now we got pineapples all at the bottom. Thanks, Jay. Thank you.
I feel
Thank
like
you.
y'all should be able to call Dole and get some pieces, some pineapple sales, because I feel like pineapple sales definitely went up for real, for real.
I think so too. I think so too. I need to work on that endorsement. I need somebody to hook this up.
Get
But
you
yeah.
get you a fruit snack. You know what I'm saying?
Hello. All I'm
That's
saying is I think our format was best.
yeah, yeah. I got a couple of quick questions before we get to the next round, real quick. A couple of
Yeah.
people. Where's the resort located? It was actually in Georgia, little country town or whatever, and we had a bubble there, and we really only saw each other and a couple of people from the crew. Next question: why did the producers come to my room versus Edwin's room when Joy's sister passed? I believe that Joy. I was in my room, so I believe that Joy asked for me. Our connection was one to where we could talk to each other as friends. We had both kind of done our personal work a little bit, and I just in her moment, I don't know, but they came and they said, "Hey, she wants you," and I didn't even know what had happened. So the mad look on my face when I was walking down the hallway was like, "Man, what these people got me doing now? Y'all done yanked me up out
Mhm.
of my room. I don't even know where I'm going." I didn't know until I got to like halfway there that I was there for to support her in that way, and it was crazy because she had just spoke with her sister earlier that morning, like probably it might not have been an hour before. So yeah, yeah. Let me get this next question, and then we can. I'll
Okay.
get back to
No,
come on.
go
Um,
ahead.
how did I feel about Edwin supporting Joy? You know what? Kind of like what I talked about earlier, man. It really was. I feel like I didn't see as much. Just kind of like how Joy said. I didn't see all. Hold on. Somebody said we got some sexual energy. Hold on, man. Hold on. Ain't nobody. Ain't nobody.
You enjoy it?
No, me and you.
What?
They don't. No,
Yo,
yeah.
they trying to throw me to somebody, Lord. What is the deal?
That's because you did like this and you ain't got a ring on that left finger. But I'll keep it
No,
moving.
you did not
I,
see anything.
I don't see nothing. I don't see nothing. I don't
You
see
didn't
nothing.
see my left hand,
I,
okay?
you was talking with your left hand. Y'all don't even think your
You don't
left
know
hand.
what I'm talking with. Boy, go ahead and talk.
But no, there was I feel like at that moment Joy needed all the support that she did. So my thoughts didn't go anywhere to what Edwin was going on or how she felt about Edwin. It was really just like supporting a friend at that point. So that's it. You got some notes over there, man. Go ahead. I
Don't
feel like
have any notes. Keep going. I'm looking for some notes right now. Go ahead. Finish,
do I
finish
have a
answering the question.
He's 5 years older than me. So, and yes, what did I do for my birthday? Man, I kept it real. Yo, y'all, I had Rona. I had the Rona like the late December. So for Christmas in January, man, yo, I was breathing treatments. I thought I was out of here, doc. I thought I was out of here. So I chilled out on my birthday. Went and had dinner with a good friend of mine, a male. It wasn't Joy. It was a male. And that was about it, man. Maybe one or two drinks, and that was it. Yeah. So go ahead, Mama.
Yeah, go on and specify because we trying to get the tea. I think all of us trying to know
Yeah. I've had about 30 comments right here asking the same question. Please tell the
about
people.
Joy.
Is it Joy? Hold
We
on.
know.
All right,
We
go
want
ahead.
y'all. Listen, we gonna get sued. He can't. Well, he gonna get sued. He can't tell y'all. Y'all just gonna have to watch, and
Thank you.
that's it. I'm just
Thank you.
saying, you gotta let her know sometimes. You gotta just be real. I can't tell you, okay, legally.
Look, I'm not about to get me. I ain't trying to have Oprah pull up on me. No, ma'am.
Hello?
I got
Negative.
same type of attorneys. Our attorney's on a different rate.
So I do want to get back. to this question about Joy saying that you and Edwin's pursuit of her was different. So she
Oh yeah,
said that Edwin's
facts.
pursuit was a little more romantic. Are you just not romantic, Jay? What's going on?
So I won't even defend myself on that one. Like Edwin, his key sweat, baby, please game is 800. I'm a little bit more laid back dude. No, and I say that like
Mhm.
this, like it's no shade on that at all, man. Like Edwin was like writing full-page love letters, sliding them under doors. Oh, Edwin was doing the most. Edwin was doing the Edwin
Guys, oh,
Edwin was doing the most, man. So he may have taught me some things with that. I don't know if I'm gonna do the full page love letters, but it was cool, and I complimented him on the show. I said, man, him and Chris were two brothers that I said, man, y'all lead with being comfortable in your emotions to articulate them, to
yeah.
express them, and I'm a little bit more reserved. I like to kind of, like you said the other day, I think I watched one of your lives, you're super analytical. And so that's why I couldn't watch the show. I had never watched the show before I went on the show.
Okay.
I didn't want to analyze everything that I did. Um,
Yeah.
and then because even in my profession, I'm a real estate broker. So, I'm analyzing and solving problems all day. And I wanted to actually be able to be in the moments and experience the moments without analyze them based on some other things that I saw. So, at that moment, but yeah, going back to Edwin, yeah, Edwin's game was strong. I was like, look, hey, I can cook. I can prepare some meals. You know what I'm talking
Okay. Yeah.
about? That brother's a full out chef. He can probably do
Right.
something to make you feel like you're in the middle of the Middle East, and then all of a sudden pull you into France, and
Right.
some instructions. I got a few good go-to meals, but yeah,
Right.
I give him props. I give him props. She did call me out though. Did you feel
She
like
did.
I felt like she called me out?
I think so too.
I
I was
think
looking like, oh,
and then straight up told me and was like, yeah,
step your game up, sir. That's exactly what you
you want me, you got to step the game up.
well,
Right.
right. True. And so another thing, we're getting back to these late night conversations.
Yeah. Come on.
Okay. So what okay, because how they showed it in the reunion, you see her going down the hall. So it was, but then they'll show it like y'all sitting outside under the stars.
Right.
Were y'all under the stars or were y'all in the room?
Both. So Wynter had like the dope snacks. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm a fat kid at heart. And so we weren't in control of our eating schedule. So if you were just like, you can just go in the refrigerator at 12 a.m. after you didn't film all day. Like if you didn't get food at 5 and you got hungry again at 12, it was a wrap. I don't know
Oh,
what
dang.
had the hookup. So if you notice when Wynter, I don't know if they showed, I didn't see that part of it, but when Wynter was coming to my room,
Hmm.
uh, let me rephrase that. Y'all talking about later. She came to my room. She arrived to my room twice, and she look at you, boy. You something else. You something.
Hello, I'm just paying attention. Keywords here.
Hold on. How my guy say you were something else? How Kevin Hart say something else? But yeah, she brought food twice, man. And there's one time when she said a little bit, and a long time she said a little longer. And we just had like dope conversations. We really did because it was hard to have conversations at length throughout the day because we're always going somewhere and doing something. And
Yeah.
and I can't say what's on the next reunion,
Yeah.
but there's a lot of people platonically and romantically that were just in each other's room, just hanging out because that's the only time that we could just kind of chill.
So why y'all didn't walk together to the room?
Why am I be walking to her room when I'm already in my room?
I'm saying you was so that was like time had lapsed. Like you went to your room, then time lapsed, and then she came.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. Because they thought it was like wait 2 minutes and then come to my room. Like it looked like that from the show.
Are
I'm
you
just saying.
messy?
I am. I am. The people want to know.
You know what? That's what's up. That's what's up. Let me see that left hand.
What you talking about?
If you
Look, I've been up in here chilling. I'm dressed from the top and not the bottom. Hello. So I'm just saying.
Yo, somebody
Let
said
me live.
on Rashid's face. I am not covering that one, man. Uh,
Yes.
yeah, not for real though. When I had like dope snacks, like she would have sandwiches, chips, cookies. I don't know if you saw like even Denise. So Denise was such a sweetheart to Calfani. I remember one time I'm sitting by the fire pit with Denise. Denise pulled up her purse and she got a whole bunch of snacks, just fell out of her purse. I said, "Give me some." She was like, "These are for my man." I said, "All right." He was taking care of my brother. Calpani, a big boy, he eating 6,000 calories and all the above. You know what I'm saying? Winter had the dope snacks. You know, see the dope snacks.
So people can get you with the snacks.
Get me with some snacks, man. You give me some cheesecake, a key lime pie. Oh,
It is. Y'all listening just in case he's not with Joy after next Friday. Y'all need to be paying attention. Take some notes. So what is it? We're listening.
Look, I don't want no problems. After this show, it's a good time. If it, I'm not even going to answer that. You trying to get me in trouble.
I'm not trying to get you in trouble. You just need to know how to pay attention.
Come on.
Pay attention. Okay. Hey. Okay. So yes. Did you like this experience?
You know
like
what?
Of being in it, like, because I know it's different from the other seasons. I know you didn't watch the other seasons, but the other seasons they were at home. Did you think that you liked it with y'all being all together on one campus?
Here's what I'll say with that. There's always pros and cons to everything. With this, I think for me, because I work so much when I'm home and dealing with family life and kids and all that type of stuff, it was a benefit for me to be somewhere and then just be in the process, right?
Gotcha.
So I feel like the opportunities that we had to connect with each other, I feel like that probably would have took me 4 to 6 months in Houston versus the short time frame that we did and go from there. You know, so I think for me, it was probably, you know, a benefit. But at the same time, man, I miss my kids. Like, I was used to playing with my kids on a daily basis and all that stuff and working and all that. So I think you asked me, would I do it again? No.
Okay.
I wouldn't do it again just because it's kind of like you've already traveled down that road, right? TV's cool and all the above. And somebody asked if I'd been on Sweetie Pies. Yeah, I was the guy that brought Sweetie Pies to Houston. Man, look, I got so fat when I was doing Sweetie Pies. Lord, that. And they had
I'm laughing because somebody said you and Wynter was having watch service in the room. They said watch night service.
Oh Lord.
Lord.
Somebody for going to church. You know what I'm saying?
Were y'all praying? Were y'all having watch night service?
Right.
I need to know.
Watch night service. I think you're getting the comments quicker than I'm getting them. All right, go ahead, man. I'm gonna let you, since you're paying attention to the questions. Boy,
no, I'm saying go ahead and talk. I'm just reading what they saying. When I saw watch night service, I couldn't help it. Like, I could not help it.
I know.
Y'all, this ain't about me. Stop asking about me. This is about Jay right now. Okay, thank you.
Ask about you. We miss seeing you on TV. Right now, we would be watching you.
No, you would. Right now, we wouldn't even be doing this live.
That's what I'm saying. So give the people what they want. You know what I mean?
The people want to know. And see, answer the question, Jay. Exactly. They don't want to know nothing about me. They want you.
No. But
were y'all singing and praying and having Bible verse reading?
You know what? We did talk a lot about the word, like real talk. And I'll tell you the benefit that I saw when I met with Wynter is that the construction of a relationship a lot of times is going to be based off of what your belief system is. Yeah. And so that foundation of since she'd already been preaching the word and teaching the word, you know, the man's job is to follow God, right? The wife is to follow the man. So she's not necessarily being obedient to the man or subservient to the man. It's the God that's in front of him, right? Yeah. And so I felt in the conversation that we had that, man, she already got that. So all I got to do my part and follow who I'm supposed to follow, and she can tuck in behind me, and we're going to get this thing going. So, somebody say, show your hands. Ashley, they weren't talking about me.
Somebody also said, and which I'm not going to read.
Right.
I'm not going to read. Hello. Can we listen? You are so disgusting. Can we just stick to what we're doing?
Go on.
You don't. I'm gonna be frozen in about 5 seconds.
Right. You don't. Right. Don't do it with the left hand though. Do it with the right hand. Do it with the right hand.
This is the right hand. No, let me stop. Okay. So yeah. So no, that was cool. It seemed like it was really cool. It did seem like you was doing a little shuffling though, Jay.
Man,
you just did.
I was in the hot seat, but.
You was in the hot seat because you had 3 girls and you was telling each one of them, I love you, baby. And then you was going over here, I love you, baby. Oh, baby, I love you. Let's go look under the stars. Like, you was doing all of that.
I'm just waiting for you to finish. That's
I'm done. That was my impression. I'm done.
That's what we're doing that right now? Okay. So did I say that I love you Louisiana style? I love you, babe. Did I say?
That's
Oh
that's
yeah.
listen, that's what I heard. I heard it in my voice. I heard you saying, "I love you, baby. Love you. Let's go under the stars and get under these covers." Like
Oh,
that's what it looks like.
hold on. The last
He
time,
sure was, Ashley. Thank you.
no, somebody said
Hello.
spirit was in her, and she was so filled she came limping out the room. Y'all are tripping. Y'all, y'all.
You didn't see the one before that said she was singing hymns into the mic.
No,
They
no.
were doing those.
Look. We trying to do the G-rated version of this, man. I came with y'all.
Exactly. That's why I wasn't even reading it. Come on,
Oh,
y'all. Stop it.
pineapples.
See, that's why I'm like, stop it. That's why I said stop it. Jay, come on now. I need you to be focused.
All right.
What is up with you and all of these telling these girls the same
I
thing?
was telling the girl the same thing, like
It
literally.
looks like it.
So that's
Hold
why
on.
when I looked at Winter and I said, okay, did we not have that conversation? Like seriously, we had. Think about how many times I told Winter where she asked me, which one who you go with, right? We had that conversation
Mhm.
times on camera and sometimes outside of that. And there was even a scene where Winter, see, y'all always go for the girl side. I said, I need to get one of my boys on here. Let me see if I can add somebody else
Listen,
on real
do I
quick.
need to rewind this? I will rewind it and play it on your live, sir.
Look, rewind, play what you need to do, because I'm gonna tell you what it is right now. So
Okay.
there was a scene where me and her were sitting by the pool, or
Okay.
we were sitting on the picnic thing, and she was like, "Well, I want you to do this and do that." She's like, "But at the same time, it's not fair because I want to do my thing, but I want you to choose me."
Mm-hmm.
I mean, everybody's doing the same thing. Our purpose was to find who we had the best connection with.
Sure.
So at the end of the day, you have to go through the process. You have to. You went on
Yeah.
multiple, right?
Right.
You chose up front, hey, this is gonna be our boundaries, but I'm gonna go on these multiple dates to go through the process. This whole show is about whether it's Calfani or me or Adriana or whatever, it's about going through the process. And so
Mm-hmm.
part of that is, going through those uncomfortable things. I sat there and I watched, Winter go on dates with Anthony. I sat there and saw her go on dates with Edwin, right?
Yeah.
I saw Joy go
Mm-hmm.
on dates with Edwin. I saw Joe go on dates with other men. Her and, so at the end of the day, it's just a process, you
And
know?
that's true, because you were honest, because there were times, I got to give you your props. There were times which I knew it was probably difficult, to deal with a woman's emotions when she's interested in you.
Yeah.
And when Winter would ask you, like, who's your top pick, or when her family or her friends came or whatever and was like, who's your top? And you were honest and said, Joy is my top pick. So I do have to commend you, because I know that probably was not
Nobody
easy.
wants to tell somebody else ain't the one. And in
Yeah.
front of them and in front of her friend, like
Yeah.
that was hard. I hated to answer that question, but at the end of the day, if you ask me a question, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'm very straightforward, and I'm gonna try to keep your feelings in mind. But at the same time, you did ask me a question, and you deserve to
Yeah.
have.
How did you feel when you saw that episode with Edwin all over Joy on that little yoga? That yoga was hot and sexy. How did that make you feel?
I'm trying to go back to that moment.
And
Me and Joy, you a trip.
no,
Ooh,
I'm telling my people, they like, I'm good with the host and I'm getting you in this hot seat. I'm like, thank you.
you trip, boy. You all
Let me
right
get
with
me some water. Hello.
you?
And go. I'm listening.
Oh, look, and we water twins. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. We should do a fake water challenge, like I'm passing it to you, and then you get it and you pick it up.
Okay, good. No.
Ready?
Yeah, we could do that after this question. Go ahead.
Go ahead. All right. So it didn't really bother me because I knew where we were in our process. Um,
Mhm.
that was a great date idea on him. He made up some. I've been to yoga. He made up some of the yoga moves.
He did?
Yeah, he made up some of the yoga moves. He
That
had.
when he was holding her cheeks, wasn't he like holding her cheeks or something?
Yeah, he was like, you got my back, I got your back, and we lean back and forth and we support each other. This is what move is that? But you know what? Like I said, Edwin has dope game, man. Like Edwin was
Yeah,
he came with the romantic side. Um,
yeah, he did.
it may be a part of my game I need to sharpen up a little bit. So I'm gonna practice my little tantric yoga stuff. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make you spit your water out.
Yeah, you almost did. You
Right.
definitely need to do that, because seriously, he was on it. So did you feel, because I know, like, for mine, it was a process, like you said. I had to go through a process, but it was difficult to see. Was it difficult to see, like, the girls you were interested in going on dates and liking other guys once you actually really saw it?
Not really, man. And I don't say that to be cocky. I've never been a jealous type of guy. I'm just
Yeah.
I'm not built that way. So
Mhm.
if I'm dating a young lady, and something works better for them, then that's the better connection for them. And if
Mhm.
I was the guy that led them to that, then
Mhm.
right? Because I don't want, the last thing I want as a man is to have you be my boo. I'm gonna use your New Orleans words. I'm gonna have you be my boo.
Come on.
In the time, baby. You know, he would say you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so for real talk. So if
Yeah.
her connection, we had those conversations. If the connection with Edwin was better, then I would have been the first one at their wedding dancing and singing. You know, I'm just that way. And so for real, because if it's not for me, I don't want it.
True. That is true. That
Yeah,
is
God,
true.
something for each one of us, and that's what I want for me, man. I don't want somebody else's.
Come on, preacher. You done got a lot from Wynter, I see, huh? She done passed that preaching torch on to you. Come on, preacher.
Oh, you said we was doing late night watch service. Now, which one was it?
They said that. Wynter, I did not say that. The people said you were doing late night watch service.
Somebody said I need to step my game. You know what? I'm gonna go to some romance classes, man.
You do.
I'm gonna go back and listen to some Silk, some Key Sweat, and some of them other brothers, man. And I'm gonna come
Shy.
and you woo woo woo. You know,
Exactly.
yeah.
Okay, now come on with the vocals.
Come on.
You need to do that because women love romantic men. Okay, so go to your next questions because I got to think about some other ones.
Okay, I think we're good, man. You want to know if are still together since they? Somebody said, "How did I catch?"
Some nasty girl. No, I'm playing.
Yeah, right. Somebody said, "How did I catch COVID?" Man, I don't know. I'm always the guy that's got my mask on. It could have been something as easy as touching the door handle and then not washing my hands. That's the thing with this whole thing, man. Y'all, when I tell you, I felt like I was almost out this joker. It was not good. It was, man, sweating, all the above. So yeah, it was. I got lots of taste and all that stuff. I got the, oh, you almost died. I got that COVID. You know.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was. Man, I lost 12 pounds. I lost 12 pounds in like 10 days. Yeah, man.
Oh man, don't that suck?
Huh?
I said that sucks.
But I mean, you know what? I'm thankful for it though, because I got some quality time by myself. I won't say quality time, but I got some time by myself to really
Yeah.
New Year, bring some mental clarity in. But that ain't how you want to do it, man. So y'all, for real, this ain't no joke. Y'all be careful. For real. Yeah.
Yeah, glad you are okay. Man, that is horrible.
Yeah, I appreciate the suit game, man. My suits are my thing, man. I'm in a suit probably 6-7 days a week. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna tell you, I started real estate young. I was 23 years old, and I looked like I was 17. And so the only thing I can do is kind of dress up to the part, because everybody would just ask me, "How old are you?" You know what I mean? I want to sell your house. Well, how old are you? So I went on and changed the whip up a little bit. Yeah.
Okay, so I do see a question. They said, Jay, did you and Wynter kiss in the hotel room?
Nope.
In church service?
In midnight mass service? No.
Yeah, watch night service. Did y'all kiss?
No.
Oh, all right. Just making sure. Let me see. I'm just reading their questions because I think I got all of mine.
Yeah.
I think.
Man, I'm good. So I mean, let's
It was cool. Thank you for having me here, Jay. I hope I wasn't too hard on you.
You good, man. Look, next time y'all come, you or y'all, I'm not asking questions about, whatever pronoun we want to use.
Exactly, because this is about you, right?
Oh, they got a Denise question. People have been asking these Denise questions. Hold on.
Yeah, go on and get them.
Give her what she wants and kiss her like that. We don't like that.
Exactly. Talk about, I'm going to give you what you want. And then you said it all. You put your deep voice on, and then you looked in this girl's eyes with the deep voice talking about.
I could have done that better. You're right.
I think you did the LL lip action and everything. You was going in.
I didn't lick. I'm not a big lipper.
I know. I was exaggerating.
Okay.
But I'm just saying. You put it on.
Nah.
Thank you.
Yeah. I can't find it. Hold on. Never tell a woman that. And okay, what you think about Denise making up the lie about Joy and speaking over there? That was one of those things I was really shocked by. I think she's a person in that, to be honest with you, and I think that was just a bad moment for her. But I've talked to her multiple times about that, and I've been very transparent about how I feel about it. But I don't judge one event that somebody does and base that on who they are. I done done some. Trust me. So if you judge me by my worst moment, we wouldn't be here today. So what are your thoughts on the whole episode, though? I mean, just from your perspective, because you get a chance, kind of the production side of it, right? And then you've done your reunion, and then moving forward. So obviously you had a problem, with my answers. But other than that,
I didn't have a problem with your answer.
I feel like there's some heat coming off that couch over there. I feel like
the only problem I had, like I told you, was You should have did that to that girl. Looking in her eyes, all deep under the stars, talking about I'm gonna give you what you want. That's my only thing. Like I'm just like, you should have
Next
just been like,
next time I'm at a restaurant, I'm gonna look at the waiter. I'm like, I'm gonna give you what you want, and then give him a tip.
a dip.
But
No,
only
because
give him
that's
two
what
dollars.
they want.
But only give him $2. Just
Exactly. No, that's what they want. And you knew what she wanted. You knew what she was talking about. How come you kiss everybody but me? And then you're gonna say, I'm gonna give you what you want. You want that, huh, girl? Come get it. And then gonna kiss on her cheek.
you tend to exaggerate your words a little bit.
I do. I do.
Kiss everybody else but me. I don't think that's
I thought that's what she said. Didn't she say that?
no 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 no
She did.
no no
Y'all,
no.
didn't she say that? Hold on, we need to ask them because I know they watched it too. I thought for sure she said that. Jay, you gave everybody else what they want, and can I get me? She said, "Give me me."
I'm frozen.
You ain't.
I'm frozen. I'm frozen. Look, so
You're
someone
not.
asked me about the whole the thing with Symone, and I know that's your homegirl. You know what I'm saying? I know that your cuz, your play cuz, whatever.
That's
Um,
my boo. That is my boo. I'm about to go on her live too. Look, I'm jumping to all y'all lives. I got questions.
she's a Capricorn too, so happy birthday to her. Man, the whole thing with the couch thing, I didn't appreciate the way she handled that. You know, me and Joy were having a great conversation, and I felt like her intention was to maybe, I don't know what her intention was, but
Mm.
definitely a better way to communicate in a better time. And Joy was like, Joy was a real one though. She was like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and head out. Y'all take care of this. And I was like, no, stay. Let's all have this conversation because I don't have anything to hide.
Mm.
I prefer if somebody say, oh, he say, she say, well, bring he and she, and let's all talk about it right now. We're gonna start
Mm.
all this. Ain't gonna be none of the he say, she say, none of that type of stuff, man. So at the end of the day, we had that conversation. And then after, she see that Joy wasn't affected by it, she's like, oh, I gotta go. I'm tired now. Oh, you tired now? You weren't tired. You try to bring the heat over here. Let's have a conversation. Let's kick it. We here now. Oh, you got to go to your room. Okay. So,
She was on some NyQuil.
huh?
She was taking some NyQuil.
Right. All of a sudden, she just got sleepy. It hit her. All of a sudden, it hit her like she had an edible or something. It just hit her. Just here we go. Here I'm in.
She's tired. She's
Yeah.
tired.
So
Right.
for that reason, I was out. And then there were some other things where, like, I think on there she was like, oh, well, then Jay kissed me earlier. Man, look, and then she did it. She said that. She said that I
Did
kissed.
you?
About it. If we would have had a romantic kiss, why would you come over there talking about somebody else's, me walk to their room, and then
Did you?
you?
Did you?
No.
Oh.
Kiss that we ever like on the cheek while she was in the makeup chair. Shay was my homegirl. Kissed her the same exact way. One of the it was just like a cheek to cheek. It wasn't even mouth to cheek.
Mm.
And that was my thing, man. Like it was just because we were all kind of like pent up in our rooms, and so the only common area was the makeup area, and so I'd pass through there or whatever. But other than that, not at all. Just not what my vibe. When somebody said Wynter is thirsty, I don't think Wynter is thirsty. I just think
ready for love.
she was ready to love, and that's it being on the show, right? And so the way she kind of went through her process was a little bit different, and I think she just wanted to find that one. And at the time, Anthony had her as his number two because Denise was his number one. Edwin had her as his number two because Joy was his number one, and then of course from the beginning, Joy was my number one. And my thing never changed. It was Joy, Wynter, and then Symone. After the second time we had an interaction, I was like, I'm good, and it was just those two. And I throughout the process, there was never anybody else that went to the third spot.
Yeah, and I lied. I do have another question. This is my final question. You're not frozen, sir.
I'm not frozen. God dog it. Yeah. All right, come on.
Exactly. Are you ready?
If you building it up so much, just get it over with. Just go ahead.
Are you
my house? You know what I'm saying?
Come on, Kevin. Exactly.
Right.
Are you?
Come on.
Are you the pappy?
Which baby? Because I think did they put out that there's two possible babies on the show?
Wait, what?
Man, come back. I'm gonna need to bring it back in. Did they put that there was two possible babies, or did they put it? I missed the first part of the episode.
Are you spilling some tea?
No, I'm just asking. What did they put out
No.
there? They talked about Brian and
Oh, they
his.
did talk about Brian. Oh yeah, they did talk about Brian. No, I ain't talking about Brian, baby. You know I ain't talking. I'm talking to you know what baby I'm talking about.
You think I'm the pappy of Alicia's baby?
No, I'm asking, are you the pappy? I didn't say I'm thinking that.
I can say confidently I'm not the pappy. I don't know that woman. I'm gonna do it Bill Clinton style. I didn't know, well, maybe not Bill Clinton style because Bill
How
Clinton
about
there was a dress
thank you.
involved. Let's just say that part. Yeah, no.
Right.
No. And I love babies, man. So I'm sure that baby is adorable. Alicia's good people, man. We're all like family. She
Mhm.
left very early in the process. I was very surprised to find out that she was, 5, 6 months
Yeah.
pregnant. Though. I'm not gonna lie about that. I had a conversation with her about that personally, that I won't put out here. But I was just like, man, look, yeah, because I mean, what if me and her would have fell? What if
Yeah.
I? Yeah. Then I got a whole baby on the way that I ain't take part in.
Right. Right.
And
Exactly.
the man got to pay all the bills. So that would have been a whole nother child that I got, plus the other two that I knew about, and then an extra one that I done picked up on the way. That ain't fair.
Right.
Uh, well, you know what?
I just had to end it on a light note. I just had to be funny. I know you were not the pappy because I
You,
knew she was there pregnant before.
you sipping over drinking water, and yeah, I don't think y'all had any babies on y'all show, and we had a bunch of babies on our show.
I
So
sure
did it get in the water over there? Is it in the own water to have babies? What is
It
that?
is not. It is not because y'all was doing something. I ain't even lying. Y'all be busy over there.
Man, look. We had a good time. How was your experience? Would you do it again? I want to ask you. I want to ask you three like questions.
Mm.
Not going, but I do want to ask you that. Like, how was your experience, and would you do it again?
My experience, it was challenging. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
I really didn't go into it thinking that it was going to be like that.
Hmm.
But once I got in and was like, nah, I'm here, I'm all in.
Yeah.
And once I decided to be all in, it was difficult. I cannot lie to you. It was very difficult. And it was difficult for my reasons because it's stuff that I had to face myself and say, you know what? This is my truth. And if I'm here, I got to sit in it. But it was also difficult because I realized even though some of my decisions that I made, like to go on multiple dates,
Hmm.
I knew it was hurting the person that I was with. It was
Yeah.
hurting their feelings.
Yeah.
So the thing is, it was a struggle because normally I'm the type of woman that I would sometimes put someone else's feelings above my own
Hmm.
to, just to make them happy. But I'll be kind of hurting in the background. So
Okay.
this process, I made a conscious decision to not do that and to put myself first, to be a little selfish in this process. And in doing that, it hurts them.
How did
Huh?
though? How did that feel? Going against the grain of what you would normally do. You're obviously a giver. You're a nurturer,
Mhm.
from what I saw, and so to actually take care of yourself first isn't
Mhm.
how you're naturally wired. How did that feel doing that, and then seeing his reaction to it at the same time?
It was hard. Like it was really, really hard, but it was a decision. I just was trying to be as intentional as I possibly could during that process, as authentic and intentional. So
Yeah.
I was intentionally saying, no, I am not going to give in. Even when you act out at times, I'm not giving in. I'm going to do the process for Ashley.
Right.
And so it felt good, but then it also hurt at the same time. So it's still conflicting.
Would you? I mean, of
Mhm.
course, you probably wouldn't do the same thing. But in a situation like that, in real life, would you do it that way again and put Ashley first, or would you go to your default?
I would still put me first.
Go ahead, get.
I
I
mean,
I think amazing women have a problem doing that because you guys are wired differently. A man can be selfish. I don't even say it's selfish. It's about taking care of yourself. It's self-love. It's self-care. Okay.
yeah.
And I think you guys, because you guys are the ones that bear children and all the above, you guys are wired differently to just show up and perform when it comes to those type of things. So I honor that. That's dope. So is that your takeaway, or what is your takeaway from the show if it's not that?
Definitely, that was one of the takeaways that I had from the show was that I have to be a lot more vocal with what I want and what I need in my relationship. And I have to learn how to put me first when it's something, when it warrants that,
Right.
because I don't have a problem still putting my man first. The thing is, I can't put you first and I'm feeling away. Like if I put you first and we good, we good. But the
Yeah.
thing is, at some point in time, you have to kind of say, you know what, if this is not working for me, let's renegotiate and let's try to get it on a page where we both could be okay. So yeah, no, definitely. I would do it. I would do it the same way. I just sometimes I feel like when I was watching some of that stuff back though, I was like, dang girl, you were too honest. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I knew it hurt his feelings, but it's like I had to be honest to myself, you know? So yeah, I
I,
don't know.
I felt that like with both of y'all, and I
Mm-hmm.
applaud y'all because I can tend to be a little bit guarded. Just
Mm-hmm.
right. I sit back, I peep, I observe first, and then I go in. With you guys, and it may have been because y'all. What I liked about y'all show is that y'all had a counselor present to
Mm-hmm.
walk y'all through the things and to help do the work during the process.
Yeah.
Ours was come home, deal with it, you know, whatever the case is. But for you guys, it was an active part of the process, which I felt like was dope because it allowed him, and especially as men, we normally won't run to a counselor. Women, y'all will have a group chat with 20 homegirls. By he can walk out the door and y'all in an argument, and then all of a sudden y'all got a group chat going with the 20 homegirls. By the time he get to the car, y'all done figured out the emotion, y'all done figured out the problem, y'all done figured out what y'all.
Right.
A man will hold that stuff inside and make
Yeah.
a conversation with one of his guys or not, right? But he's going to have to deal with it or he chooses to deal with it within himself.
Mm.
So this process actually allowed the guys to actually have a counselor and go through those emotions and talk through it, which I think was big. I
Yeah.
applaud the network on putting that together, because a lot of times as Black men, we're not running into the counseling sessions and say, hey, I feel sad. You know, it's just not our thing.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
do you feel like that helped y'all's process having a counselor there?
Definitely. It definitely helped because sometimes even, I know sometimes I'm not right all the time. And, the counselor would call us out. You could
Wait,
tell she was very impartial.
woman, just one more time slowly for the people in the
No, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen.
Sometimes
Nope.
I'm not. Uh,
No, I'm always right. You're not going to get it. You're not going to get it.
All right. So what I
But
heard you
it was
say,
very beneficial.
go ahead.
It was very beneficial to have a counselor there to kind of to walk us through it. And then too, a lot of the things, even for myself, that I didn't realize I was dealing with, like I just was carrying it, but I didn't realize I was like, it was actually affecting me. She would say certain things and God, like it really put things into perspective for me. Like it really put a lot of things into perspective. So I felt like it was very helpful for him and for me. Certain things that kind of opened our eyes, and all the people on the cast, it opened our eyes to a lot of things we wouldn't have been paying attention to if we were just doing this process just daily. You know what I'm saying?
So do you then choose to make a counselor? And I'm going to speak in terms of your relationship now, not asking
Mm-hmm.
who you are, but
Mm-hmm.
relationship now. And then if outside of that, if there's another relationship in the future, how
Mm-hmm.
does a counselor how does that, what part does a counselor play? And if a new question, I'm sorry, if in a new relationship, how early do you start the counseling?
Honestly, I think if you're in a new relationship, it would be cool to have counseling separately first, I think. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think if it's new that you really even need to get into that counseling right now because it's the honeymoon phase. You kind of got to learn each other, know each other, ask the questions, be happy, but don't put as much pressure on it until it's something where you feel like you want to get serious with it. Then I don't see a problem with it. If it's something where you can't work out your issues, if we're both adults and we can communicate and I can say, hey, look, I'm having this problem. Like I've dealt with this in the past or my parents or whatever, and I can talk to you about it, then why we got to go to counseling? We good. Let's work it out, baby. Until it's a problem, it ain't a problem.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm 100%. Look, I appreciate you. We didn't win an hour and it seemed like it's like 20 minutes. So
I know.
jump on again. And when you come to H-Town, man, well, I'll go to dinner or something like that. And
So,
try to find, actually, there's a restaurant that actually is in New Orleans and in Houston. And we'll check that one out. Yeah, it's down. Yeah. So,
what you talking about? Bookings?
who?
What restaurant you talking about?
It's on Richmond. It's actually in the old Tweety Pies location, the 6356 Richmond. But for some reason, I can't.
Oh, it's right on the corner. It's right on the corner. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, it's like a New Orleans style restaurant.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know what you're talking
about. Exactly. So,
oh, for sure.
maybe we'll jump on a live sometime soon. I appreciate your time. I'm gonna go ahead and put some ice in the seat because you put me on a hot seat. It feel like I've been on a hot seat all night. I was on a hot seat on TV. Nephew Tommy had me asking me the real deal questions, and then George side eyeing me. I mean, you know what? I'm gonna go have a beverage. I'm gonna have something
You
up.
need to do something. Because I was side eye. I think everybody was side eyeing you. Okay,
You know,
thank you.
I'm gonna tell you one thing about me, man. I'm an honest cat. You're not gonna find me lying to you. It's not in my nature. And anybody that knows me, even though with the editing and all that type of stuff, man, you never saw any point where I was like, oh, Jay lied about this or this and that. It's just not who I am. So I can 10 toes down, stand on top of that, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
but there's a lot of emotions going on with this thing. And this is like a microwave of relationships, you know what I mean? And so there's never a point in life where you go on a date with somebody and then as you leave in that date, go on a date with somebody else and you see the person that you were with go on a date with somebody else. What the hell just happened?
It's
Right?
a big orgy. Y'all had a big entanglement.
That's what they need to ready for entanglement. That's what if they ever do the show that way,
Yeah.
and so there's gonna be a lot of emotions when you see, for y'all, like if y'all show was done that way, come on, man, come
It
on.
would have been on VH1. If our show was done that way, it wouldn't have been on the own network. I'm just telling you
It
now.
would have been Bravo, VH1. It would have been some furniture moving. My dude Hollywood stay in the gym, so he stay ready. You know what I'm saying? So
Stay ready.
he would have, and he don't never get nobody's name right. He just calling by the wrong name as he throwing him. All right, Jonathan, my name is.
Disrespectful. Lord. But yes, thank you for having me. I had a blast.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
And look forward to next Friday. It's gonna be on and popping.
Look, I got something special for the live next Friday. I'm not really at all until maybe 24 to 48 hours before, but it's gonna be better than the episode probably.
Oh.
Gonna give you what you want.
You're gonna get the people what they want? That means y'all, he gonna come up short. That's
Know what
just
I'm
no.
Right. We're not even doing the live. I'm gonna give you what you want, and then we're not even doing the live at all.
Nothing. Well, yes, thank you so much. Have a good night. And oh yeah, it was love. It was love.
Love.
See you later.
And what? All right, talk to you later.
Bye.
By the way, much love.
Oh yes, y'all, for both of the shows. Thank y'all.
Absolutely.
All
Bye.
right.